Hey everybody, this is Heather Carell, and I was part of Group 4, and our job was to create an innovative school. And what I did for our school, which was the Academy of World Changers, was create a website. The purpose of this website was to be an authentic example of our school, to have our mission statement, to describe the programs that we had, but it was also a way for us to collect our technology projects that we used and to display them on the website. So this is the home page, and I created a motto for our academy, and that was changing the world one idea at a time. The thought behind the motto was that kids really do need to understand that some of the things that they can come up with, the ideas that they have, really can make a difference and change the world. And at the academy, we want to encourage kids to research things that they're interested in, things that they are truly passionate about, in order to create something and solve something and it truly be an authentic experience for them. So this is just the home page, has some pictures of kids who are collaborating and working together. On the left hand side you will see all of the pages that we offer, and then there's also a really cool countdown to the first day of the academy in 2015. I'm going to take you now to the page that is all about the academy and share with you our mission statement. So on this page, there's a little introduction about our academy, but then we kind of broke it down into just our mission statement. So the mission of our academy is to provide an educational opportunity that inspires the entrepreneurial mindset, that provides students the ability to create without limitations, and to expose them to real-world problems. We want to allow students the opportunity to see how they could make a real difference in the world and how they can utilize the knowledge that they have. I also included some research just to back up those ideas. A lot of them came from the World Class Learners book. And I took a quote from Yang Zhao, and it says, "To prepare global, creative, and entrepreneurial talents, that is, everyone in the future, education should at first not harm any child who aspires to do so, or suppress their curiosity, imagination, and desire to be different by imposing upon him or her contents and skills judged to be good for him or her by an external agency, and thus depriving of the opportunities to explore and express their own." So we want to not be like that. We want to prepare the global, creative, and entrepreneurial talents for our kids that we are teaching today. So I included a little blurb about how that relates to us. At the academy, we don't want to suppress students or their abilities, but we want to focus on their strengths and give them what many public schools currently cannot give them, which is the opportunity, chance, and resources. We know that kids truly do learn from the hands-on. They learn from more than just knowing something, but actually engaging in it and doing it. And that's what our academy wants to do. That's to instill the entrepreneurial spirit, to give them the confidence that they need to actually go out and do. The next page that I'm going to show you is the Our Programs page. And we have decided to break our Academy of World Changers into 3 different sessions. And each of those 3 sessions run twice a year, and it occurs during the summer months of June and July. The first session is Mighty Minds for the elementary school ages grades 3 through 5. Incredible Inventors, which is for our middle school age kids, which is grades 6 through 8. And then our high school kids are the Prodigious Producers for grades 9 through 12. All 3 of these sessions give students the opportunity to research a real world problem and to solve it. Most of the difference comes in the support that the kids are given. In the elementary school, there is much more support given for the kids. The kids are given pooled options of things that they could research. Adults are helping them pull that research and helping them with the resources, and then students come up with their ideas and produce them. At the middle grades level, there's a little less support coming from the adults. Kids not only solve the real world problem, but they are building and producing their own ideas, and they're free to research any problem that they want, and staff provides any resources that they need and assist them in whatever they may need. At the high school level, we added just a little bit more. Students not only solve the real world problems, they build and produce their ideas, and then they also get to present their ideas to real world businessmen and women. So it really brings the real world aspect to that academy because they can create a presentation in hopes that they might actually be accepted as a real product. So each of our programs seeks to ensure that all students have the entrepreneurial spirit sparked within them. And we also want to give them the opportunities and freedom to make a difference in the world because we are constantly reminded that they can. And our motto again, change the world one idea at a time. Also at the bottom of the page, Christina has created an awesome infographic and she is going to walk us through that here in just a little bit. But we wanted to include it on our website because it really does help give some research about entrepreneurial education and why it is so important. The next page that I'm showing you is our forms and docs page. And the reason we included this page was just, again, to make it look more authentic. I use Google Forms to create a student application as well as a volunteer application. And I'm just going to let you look at one of those real quick. So if a student were wanting to apply to the academy and be accepted, they would fill out the student application. It just has basic information on it, parent information. It also asks kids which programs they're interested in and why they're interested in attending our academy. It asks them what they expect to gain, what their interests are. And so they would fill that out and send that in. The next page that I'm showing you is the student example page. And on this page, Morgan has created 2 prezzies, which are examples of what might come from an elementary school level, the Mighty Minds, and then what might also come from the high school level, the Prodigious Producers. And she is going to share just a little bit more about those later on in the presentation. But again, we added those to our website so that everything could be in one place. There's also a contact page for the Academy of World Changers. Again, I utilize Google Forms to create a quick form that people can fill out in order to ask their questions or their comments and submit it to the Academy. The last little fun bit that I included was Meet the Minds Behind the Academy, in which I just added some pictures of our wonderful group and talked about what our vision behind Academy of World Changers was, and also included links to each of our blogs in case people wanted to learn a little bit more about us. So again, the creation of the website really helped us create an authentic product for our project. Really made us think about the mission statement, what types of programs we wanted to include in our academy, and how we could make it really fun and really exciting for our kids. And an added bonus was that it gave us a place that we could store all of our group projects in one place. So if you'd like to check it out just a little bit more, you can visit the website at sites.google.com/site/Academy of World Changers/home. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of our presentation.
This is Christina Jewell, and I'm part of Group 4. We created the Academy of World Changers. My part of the project was to create the entrepreneurial education infographic, and this was an infographic that would support entrepreneurial education and problem-based learning, which are 2 huge components of the Academy of World Changers. I wanted this infographic to not only be informative, but also a recruitment tool. So I included information about the different programs offered. So this could be something sent to different school districts or different parenting groups to recruit students to the school. All of the information about the different programs for each grade level, they were all taken from the website, which Heather already explained. So I'm not going to go through that again. The next section of the infographic, I was describing why youth entrepreneurship education is more important, and I kind of set that up as a sort of frequently asked questions a parent might have about the school. So what does it mean to receive entrepreneurial education at the Academy of World Changers? Each student would have the opportunity to develop and master problem solving and critical thinking skills and would be given total creative freedom while they work on their projects. Next, I said, how will students benefit from the academy? And this is where I quoted Zhao and his essential qualities of the entrepreneur, which were kind of the lofty overall goals of the school to help students cultivate inspiration, creativity, direct action, courage, and fortitude. And then I briefly described what students would be doing at the Academy of World Changers. And during each program session, students would be given a real-world problem or choose their real-world problem depending on their age group, and they would be asked to solve the problem by designing and building a product. And they would create a business plan to market their product and actually present it to business and community leaders. Next, I wanted to include some statistics about how there's a demand for entrepreneurship education, but there are few students that receive entrepreneurship education, in their K through 12 education. So according to a study I read, 7 out of 10 high school students would like to start their own business, but 75% of the students did not receive a business or entrepreneurship class during their school career. In the last section, I included information about the benefits of problem-based learning. This quote says, "Students learn best by experiencing and solving real-world problems." And a study that I read supports that statement and said it showed that low-ability students increased their critical thinking skills by 446% when they received problem-based learning instruction. And in the same study, high-ability students increased their critical thinking skills by 76%. Problem-based learning also has a positive impact on students' content knowledge. So for parents that are wanting students to improve generally in school, the Academy of World Changers can also boost students' overall their overall academics. And it also improves critical thinking skills, collaboration skills, and problem-solving skills. Overall, I wanted this infographic to be bright and attractive, and I wanted it to appeal to parents through research. I wanted them to look at this and say, wow, there's statistics and facts that back up what students are learning at the Academy of World Changers, and it's going to be beneficial for any student that goes there.